not all mushrooms have gills. So like for instance, this right here is a reishi mushroom. It's in the Ganoderma genus. It has pores on the bottom, which means there's little holes underneath the cap of this mushroom, and that's where the spores are made. And just so, I mean, if y'all don't know even what a mushroom is a fruit of a fungus. So if you were to pick this off of the tree, just by popping it off, it's very similar to picking an apple off of a tree. The mushroom isn't actually growing off of the tree, it's eating it. So the mushroom comes from something called mycelium. It's actually made of mycelium, and it's a white networking looking material. Like when you kick back leaves and you see the white fungus growing under there, that's where mushrooms come from. Not all fungus makes mushrooms, but a lot of them do. Some fungus that we find out in the forest can only be found wild. It can't be cultivated on a farm, and that is because certain fungi have to associate with the roots of living plants. And so if you wanted to grow those on a farm, you basically have to grow a forest or something like that to do it. So anyway, we can get on out there. Y'all just kind of, we'll all sort of stick together, but everybody spread out a little bit, see what you can find. When you find something, say, hey, I found something. And we'll all kind of go look at it and see what it is. There's no stem here. It's reduced or absent, as you'd say. It's just kind of attached to the ground. And I pulled it up from how it was connected to the ground so that we could see the base of the stem and how it attaches to the soil. It's always important to look at that part to identify the mushroom you got. Now a puffball actually produces the spores inside of the mushroom. So we've got two mushrooms here. One of them's already split open and started releasing the spores. It's called a polypore.
I like the mycelium down here.
Yeah, so I was talking about the white mycelium, the network the mushrooms come off of, and actually the fruit of. So the mycelium is a perennial organism that produces mushrooms as a reproductive structure, and you can see it there growing, you know, on this log. Mushrooms here are in the Mysterium genus, and so a lot of mushrooms, or there's one particular species in this genus that people call a false turkey tail, and a lot of people mistake it for a turkey tail. So we passed around a turkey tail earlier. It had a kind of a felty top, and it had a white bottom with pores on it. If you look at these, you'll notice it's kind of got a similar appearance, but it's not the same. The specific things you're looking for, like, does this thing have pores on the bottom? What color should they be? No, I'm pretty sure these are just more honey mushrooms.
Really?
Yeah.
They look like shiitake mushrooms.
They're cracked on top, like you've seen some.
Yeah.
There you go. So, anyway, this is a really nice showing down here. I said earlier we were looking for honey mushrooms. This is what we found. These are way past what you'd be able to eat. And again, I don't know anybody that actually, well, I know a few people that eat them, but nobody that really picks them for sale. But they are allowed for that. These are way past what you would want to pick to eat or sell. But they always grow in really obvious clusters like this, and they always show up right about this time of year when the weather starts cooling off. And there's two different kinds of honey mushrooms, and the common names are the ringed honey mushroom and the ringless honey mushroom. Really, nobody calls it the ringed honey mushroom, it's just the honey mushroom, and everybody calls the other one the ringless honey mushroom all the time. Pop it off, you can look, and there's little holes underneath a white mushroom.
Interesting.
A white pore surface. Red, actually, there's a few.
I think I noticed that they all kind of have like a black velvet.
Top of the mushroom, but you can see it's like so obvious against the bark.
That.
It's just not bowed out all the way. That's right. It's not known for.
So I take it Death Angel means don't eat it.
Eat it, yeah.
Safe. Bad. Show me again where the spores were. It was covered. Yeah.
You can see too how it wipes off.
And you say this is the earlier form that would be more the type you would want to eat.
That's right. And this one's, wow, this one's, I don't know what's going on underneath there. Usually the pores are white. It's got something like growing on it. But yeah, definitely a reishi. You can grow these on a farm. This is known as the mushroom of immortality in Chinese medicine.
This again?
Lactarius.
And tell me about that substance you see coming out of the
So
gills.
that's the exudate that the mushroom produces, and that's one of the identifying characteristics. Looks milky typically. Another honey mushroom.
There's some more on this tree back here. Those are in pretty good shape.
Oh yeah.
Oh, those are like in the best shape.
Yeah, those are the winners. Oh yeah, these are like good. Looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean those are some of